Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's causing major waves in South Africa's political landscape, and it has everything to do with power, legal protection, and the ever-deepening crisis of trust between government leaders and ordinary citizens. At the center of today's story is President Cyril Ramaphosa's decision to appoint a specific legal representative, a woman whose name is making the rounds online, tasked with a highly controversial mission to ensure that no ANC member accused of theft or corruption ends up behind bars. This legal move has raised serious questions about transparency, justice, and whether the ANC is using taxpayer money to shield its own from the consequences of their alleged crimes. This story came to light after a viral tweet, amplified by political influencer @Joy_Zelda, alleged that Ramaphosa's legal appointee is being used as a firewall, not for justice, but for damage control. According to the post, this individual was handpicked with the singular goal of preventing the imprisonment of ANC cadres, many of whom are entangled in long-standing allegations of looting, fraud, and abuse of power. But here's the kicker, it's not just opposition parties sounding the alarm. Even members of the public, taxpayers, voters, and citizens are beginning to question what kind of justice system we're really working with. Let's unpack what this means. In a country still reeling from state capture, the appointment of a legal figure with the perceived mandate to protect the politically connected from prison is seen by many as a betrayal of the very idea of accountability. South Africa's criminal justice system has already taken hit after hit over the years, with cases dragging on for years, key witnesses disappearing or dying under suspicious circumstances, and damning reports like the Zondo Commission laying bare how deep the rot goes. Now, this move seems to confirm what many have long suspected, that those in power will go to any lengths to protect their own. But let's be clear, this isn't just about one woman or one appointment. It's about a pattern. It's about a culture within the ruling party that seems more committed to political survival than to the rule of law. It's about the perception, and perhaps the reality, that the ANC has no appetite to deal with internal corruption unless it becomes politically inconvenient. And when the president himself is seen to be complicit in appointing a legal defender for alleged looters, it sends a chilling message: justice is selective, and the elite play by different rules. Critics argue that this appointment is an insult to South Africans who pay their taxes, follow the law, and expect government leaders to be held to the same standards. They point out that the country is facing a fiscal crisis. Millions are unemployed. The economy is teetering. Load shedding continues to cripple productivity. Public hospitals are underfunded. Schools are overcrowded. Yet here we are, watching government resources being marshaled to protect the very people accused of stealing from the public purse. And the timing couldn't be worse. South Africa is just weeks away from what could be one of the most pivotal elections in its democratic history. Trust in the ANC is at an all-time low. The rise of breakaway parties like Jacob Zuma's MK Party, the ongoing momentum behind the EFF, and even the rebranding efforts of the DA, Action SA, and the Patriotic Alliance all point to a country desperate for change. Ramaphosa, who once campaigned on a platform of anti-corruption and renewal, now finds himself in a credibility crisis. And this decision, to appoint a lawyer seemingly tasked with shielding the ANC from jail time, only fuels the growing disillusionment among voters. It reinforces the belief that there are two South Africas, one where ordinary citizens face the full wrath of the law for minor offences, and another where connected politicians are immune to consequences. But let's dig deeper into what this actually means for governance. If leaders accused of corruption can rely on presidentially sanctioned legal defences to avoid jail time, what incentive do they have to stop looting? What message does it send to future generations of politicians? That power protects, that the law is negotiable, and that loyalty to the party outweighs loyalty to the Constitution. Legal experts warn that this creates a dangerous precedent. It's not just morally questionable, it could also undermine the integrity of the entire judicial process. Imagine going to court as a whistleblower or a victim of corruption, only to find that the accused has the full legal backing of state-funded lawyers selected by the president himself. How can you expect fairness in that environment? Meanwhile, the woman appointed to this role, who finds herself at the center of the storm, is also facing growing public pressure. While some argue she's simply doing her job, others say she's enabling a culture of impunity. Whatever the case, her involvement symbolizes a broader power struggle, not just between political parties, but between the ideals of justice and the reality of political expedience. And don't forget, the legal system is already struggling under immense pressure. The National Prosecuting Authority is underfunded. The Hawks have limited resources. Many high-profile corruption cases are still stuck in limbo. By diverting legal energy toward defending politicians, are we not further delaying justice for those truly harmed, the public? It's also worth noting that this controversy speaks to a wider issue within African politics. Across the continent, legal systems are often manipulated to protect ruling elites. Whether it's in Nigeria, Zimbabwe, or Kenya, the playbook is familiar: delay, deny, distract. South Africa, once a beacon of constitutional democracy, is in danger of becoming just another case study in elite impunity, unless the public pushes back. And South Africans are indeed pushing back. Social media has become a battleground. Hashtags criticizing the ANC's legal strategies are gaining traction. Civil society organizations are preparing legal challenges. Even ANC veterans are beginning to speak out, warning that the party is on the brink of self-destruction. Ramaphosa's presidency, once seen as a turning point, is now being questioned more than ever. Was the New Dawn just a slogan? Or is it truly possible to clean up a party that seems determined to protect itself at all costs? In the coming weeks, we'll likely see even more scrutiny around this legal appointment. Will the government come forward to clarify the nature of her role? Will the ANC address growing concerns from within its own ranks? Or will this story, like so many others, quietly fade away as the election takes center stage? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear: South Africans are watching closely. They're demanding accountability. And they're no longer willing to accept excuses. So, what do you think? Is this appointment a smart legal strategy or a blatant misuse of power? Should Ramaphosa be held accountable for protecting alleged looters? And most importantly, how can we ensure that justice isn't just for the powerful, but for everyone? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss one of our deep dives into South Africa's political developments. Thank you for watching, and as always, see you next time.